Hey everyone, welcome to Patriot vs. Soapbox, where I give my commentary on the news today as reported by the Wall Street Journal. Let's get on to business, shall we? First up, we have the House of Representatives voting to recognize the Armenian genocide back in 1915 committed by the Ottoman Empire, which became Turkey after the war. So naturally, this angered Turkey because again, they're the descendant of the Ottoman Empire, and they won't even recognize the fact that their precursor government murdered 1.5 million Armenian Christians during the Second World War or during the First World War. So add that to the fact that the U.S. has already condemned their actions in Syria following the U.S. pullout of troops, and we do not currently have good relations with Turkey. We are not good allies right now. Now, also the impeachment continues with the House of Representatives. It was Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff refusing to allow witnesses to answer questions from Republican lawmakers. So not only is he banning them from asking questions in the first place, he's also banning witnesses from answering any questions should the Republicans break his other rules about, not asking questions in the first place. I think we've crossed the line from impeachment to coup here, except Schiff can't lead an army of tanks and infantry to go remove Trump from the White House. So yeah, he's using every other means that he supposedly has at his disposal to get rid of old Trump. Then Boeing's CEO is dragged before the Senate to testify about the 737 Max jet issues. So hopefully they'll get down to the root of the problem. If not, because it really is a big problem if these jets keep malfunctioning, since there are a lot of them. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, the arrests at U.S. southern border are at highest in more than a decade. Thanks, Democrats are not letting us build a wall. If we built a wall, we wouldn't have this problem now, would we? And the problem is the lack of a wall plus practically incentivizing illegal immigration by not doing anything about it and by giving welfare to illegal aliens is part of the issue. I mean, part of it is what's going on in their home countries, but the other part of it is that we practically incentivize illegal immigration, so of course they're going to come here. If we throw up a wall, stop welfare for people who aren't citizens, then problem solved. No more illegal immigration because there's no reason to come here if you're not going to work. I mean, sure, there will be people coming here to work still, but we'll at least have the problem of no more illegal aliens draining the system. Because currently it costs about $150 billion per year to taxpayers, both in form of federal taxes and state taxes. Yikes. Then we have more drama with California's fires. There's this one map here that shows that there are currently 1,200 Pacific Gas and Electric, the California utility company, structures like power lines and power plants. They're in immediate need of repair. Otherwise, they're a hazard and could burn down every city and forest in California. There's also an additional 10,000 less urgent but still essential repairs. Yeah, that's what happens when you overregulate the market and the utility companies and they can't afford to fix anything. You end up burning down your forests and your cities. So in many ways, so really this whole thing, California can't complain. They say, oh, climate change is causing the issue, Trump's causing the issue, the oil companies causing the issue, blah, blah, blah. It's solely on the government. This one, it's the government's fault. Completely. There's an op-ed here in the journal entitled Revolutionary California saying that this could possibly lead to political upheaval and knock the Democrats from power, which that'd probably be an even, or because the potential to be an even bigger political event than the 2020 election coming up. Seriously, California's been a Democratic stronghold for the past couple of decades. I mean, it was Republican up until around the presidencies of Bush Sr. and Bill Clinton. So actually, like about 3 decades of Democratic dominance gone. So that would mean a lot, especially for the 2020 election, especially because, or actually primarily because California has the most electoral votes of any state. It's about like 53. Well, there's op-ed saying that less than 10% of all the wildfires are actually caused by poorly maintained power structures. Most of it is due to pro-environmental policies that prevent private companies and the government from clearing out the underbrush from and fallen trees from forests, because having dead trees everywhere is more natural. However, that also means there's a greater fire hazard because, as you know, if you had a Christmas tree, the longer you have a dead tree lying around, the more susceptible it is to fire. That's why if you have any broken bulbs on your Christmas lights, you should replace them immediately. Otherwise, your tree might burn down. That little water stand that you have, not going to do much. Same goes for California. The more dry wood they have lying around, the more likely it is that the forest is going to burn down. It's going to spread to cities, and give them the problem they have now. And then finally, there's this article on about how not everything is Facebook's fault. That's the title of the op-ed, because Mr. Mark Zuckerberg got himself hauled before Congress to testify about, it's Facebook. So naturally, they're going to say that, starting about the whole lack of respect for privacy that Facebook has. First of all, that's how they make money. The reason why they steal our data, really not steal, because we're putting it on their thing, so we're practically actually giving it to them. They need that data to sell to advertisers so they can target us with ads. Otherwise, they don't get paid because we use Facebook for free. So maybe if enough people sign like a petition or something to have like a subscription plan offer, so where you could or just pay Facebook like a monthly plan or something, that would fix the problem. If they actually listen to that petition. But naturally, because it's Congress and because it's Facebook, it dragged into other things. Like Facebook got blamed for apparently some legislators say that they're not doing enough to combat sex trafficking. Some say they're not doing enough to combat white supremacy, and some because Zuckerberg's a rich white guy. They're mad that they're asking him if he's doing enough to promote social justice, like doing business with enough women, minorities, and LGBTQ members. And amazingly, Zuckerberg answered that he has no data on how Facebook users fall into the categories, which I'm pretty sure that's a lie. I'm pretty sure Zuckerberg knows exactly how many white people, how many women, etc. are using Facebook. But, it's Facebook, right? There's no way that was an honest answer. But yeah, apparently he's not doing enough to help help the community, even though Facebook is shelling out $1 billion now to try to build affordable housing in California, which isn't going to help until the zoning laws there change. But at least Zuckerberg's doing something. You gotta hand it to him. He's building affordable housing. That's noble, and it's not like he's not demanding anyone else to. The government didn't order him to do it. Zuckerberg and Facebook just on their own initiative decided to do that. So thumbs up to you, Zuckerberg. Bravo. I don't like Facebook's. I don't like how deep they dig into people's data, but they're doing some good things. Yeah, this article saying the point of this op-ed is that Facebook can't possibly be saddled with all these social justice burdens. It's just one company, and just actually one social media company. Yes, it has the highest usership at 2.4 billion people, but still a bunch of other platforms. There's Google, there's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Snapchat, Instagram. I could go on. All right, that's all I got for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.